everybody. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, get seated. Just adjusting the last couple things. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, welcome everybody. Happy Friday. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I normally do. I recently had a buddy reach out to me, and she just started playing Skyrim, like just started, and had questions about some of the very basics of the game, getting started, what different things mean, leveling up, the skills, and it was just a lot to, it's a lot of information to take it all at once. This game's been out for 10 years, and so I figure, you know what? There might be more people out there like her that just picked up the game because of Anniversary Edition, or, just never really had a chance to get into it, or just had questions and couldn't find it out there. So I'm going to take it on my shoulders, and I'm going to make my own beginner's guide, and this is going to be for Anniversary Edition. Before we get started, I turned off all the mods, so I'm going to be playing vanilla with you guys. But what I do have is the Creation Club, and if you guys have Anniversary Edition, you guys have this too. It's all free content. You already paid for it. You just have to get on Creation Club and download it. So you get up here. There is literally, down here at the bottom, you can see a download all button. You just push Y and you will download every single one of these, and they'll put it automatically in the game for you. They do things from adding new armors and weapons to adding new monsters, new quests, new mechanics, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And so you've already paid for it, you might as well go get it. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Alright, so we're going to be starting a new game and getting going. I hope you guys are all having a good Friday to cap off a good week. Oh, game. Well, if you are playing this game, you will know that it is very buggy, even for a 10-year-old game that gets updates and gets community updates. One of the mods does kind of help fix a lot of the game-breaking stuff, but, I mean, I want to say it doesn't happen too often, but I might have just jinxed myself. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I just want to make sure all of my mods are still turned off. Since, yeah, that's a whole another layer of gameplay for everybody. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's try this again. Start a new game. There we go. And yeah, it's Skyrim. It's an action RPG, big open world game that lets you, once you go through the tutorial, the game just pretty much like lets you go free with just a basic, like, kind of vague idea of what you should be doing. And so, I'm going to be here to help you guys fill in the gaps a little bit. If you guys ever have questions about anything I'm doing, need me to explain something further, please feel free. You can put it down in the comments if you're watching this later. If you guys pop on the stream, ask away. That's what I'm here for. Now I assume... I'm going to assume nothing. I'll let you guys watch this one. In case you haven't watched this is your first time.
You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Alright, yeah, so Skyrim is embroiled in a big civil war. Skyrim is one province of Tamriel, a big country. Yeah, Tamriel was involved in a war with these lovely people over here, the High Elf Thalmor. We kind of lost, we being humans.
Damn elves.
And one of the things they did, as part of the peace agreement, was get rid of one of the gods that's recognized in this universe, and that god was one of the only mortals that ascended to godhood. So they're saying, hey, he's not truly a god, he was born a man. And these guys, like, I think Talos, the god, was
still making that
like Nord, so that's why they're like, no, we're pissed, we're civil war.
When I was a boy,
we're like trying to secede.
Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
But yeah, we're about to get into character creation, and I'm going to be playing, there's 3 main archetypes, warriors, mages, and like thieves. You can mix and match any amount of skills. You can have a heavy armor mage that likes bows and arrows. You can make two-handed, sword and board. So we're just going to be going with the simplest. It doesn't mean like best or worst. It's just the most straightforward build. It's got a good amount of offense, good amount of defense, not the best amount of utility, but it's very
waiting for us.
Shouldn't keep the gods waiting. But we're going to be doing just a good sword and board fighter,
with some courage,
and going through because play however you want.
This is a mistake.
But it's always good to like dabble, like have a little bit of magic. You should always carry some sort of ranged weapon. But this is like the easiest way to play if you're new that I found.
Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
And so we'll get into character creation here in a sec. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but if you guys do get into the game, like go ahead and mess around with it. You can get some crazy stuff.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
Are you guys just going to let him go?
I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not going to kill me.
Archers!
Zigzag, man, zigzag,
Anyone else
zigzag.
feel like running?
Wait,
Almost made it.
you there. Step forward. Who are you?
Alright, so all of these, they give you a little... do they actually show the stat bonuses? They don't. Each one of these races has different things they can do. They'll give different bonuses to different skills, and they'll all have a power that you can use once a day. Most of them, I think, one a day. Some of them are, like, Kaji can see in the dark, that they can pretty much turn on and off. But each one is going to be better for a different archetype than some of the others. Argonians make really good, like, thieves. High Elves make really good mages. Dark Elves make good, like, hybrid warriors. Bretons make good hybrid warriors, like tanky. Nords, Orcs, Redguards all make good warriors, so I'm going to actually go with Orc, because it has a power, the Berserker Rage, which is probably one of the best powers out of all of these. Again, pick whatever you want. Like, this game does a really good job of letting you customize and do whatever you want with your characters. It is very sandbox and open world, but this is just what we're going to be using for today. We're going to be a lady, Orc. Alright. Oh God. Oh God. I look like creatures from. Oh man. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but I want a cool. Darker? Lighter? Oh, yeah, we're not gonna. Let's do some war paint, though. There we go. We look cool. Face. Eyes, brow, mouth. Yeah, see, it's too much. Let's do... some top knot. Oh. Now, let's get some big hair. We're an 80s orc. Man, all these hairstyles are so... There we go. That's good. Good enough. Oh, a name. Oops. There we go. Babu.
You from one of the strongholds, Orc. How did you end up here? Captain,
I don't know.
what should we do?
You grabbed me and threw
She's
me
not
in
on the list.
Threw me in the back of
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain.
Cool.
I'm sorry. We'll make sure your men's return to Orsinium. Follow the captain, prisoner.
I have a name now. Yeah, so we're about to start the, I guess the prologue to the game, and it'll give us a brief tutorial.
Some
Then
here
after
in
that,
Helgen
they
call
set
you
us
a
loose
hero,
in the world.
But a hero doesn't use a power.
Oh, what the
like
hell? This
voice
isn't
to
Stray?
murder his
Is Stray
king and
is
usurp
is
his
Stray
throne.
free?
You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos.
I could play a little Stray.
And now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
How's it going, man?
What was it?
Everyone's like,
It's nothing.
probably nothing.
Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn our...
This guy's like my second favorite person in this game.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
Technically true. Technically true.
My ancestors are smiling
Oh,
at me,
PS4,
Imperials.
PS5,
You
and
say the
PC
same.
only. God, Xbox is subpar. Can't even be a stray cat. All you have to do is find a house that has a lady with no kids, and they'll set out food for you outside every night. You just have to fight off the 100
As
other stray
fearless
cats
in
and the
death
10 possums
as
and
he
4
was in
raccoons that
life.
also eat out of it.
Next, the orc.
Or so I heard. The orc? Which one's the
There
orc?
it is again. Did you hear that?
Oh man, I don't know who she's talking
I
about.
said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Hi.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
Whoa. And let's get a good look at that dragon. Well, looks like that dragon just saved our head from the block.
The gods won't give us another chance.
Alright, yeah, let's go. So we are given some real controls this time, but just for moving and looking around right now. Our hands are still bound up.
What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Eh.
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move now.
Up through the tower. Let's go. We just need to.
Alright, then we gotta make this jump. We take a little bit of damage. The bars down below, you can only see the red one in the middle. They have a blue one on the left and a green one on the right for magic health and stamina from left to right on the screen.
Still alive,
Mana is
prisoner?
used to cast
Keep close
spells.
to me if you want to stay that
Health
way.
is whenever you take damage, it
Gunnar,
goes
take care of
down.
the boy. I have to
Stamina
find
is
General
used for
Tullius
running
and
around
join
and
the
power
defense.
attacks. The normal standard stuff. And whenever you level up, you can raise some of those, or one of them, each time.
Stay close to the wall!
We'll, once we get into our builds and leveling up a little bit more, I'll kind of give you my theory, craft, if you can call it that. Go, man. Yeah, we can't loot any of these bodies because our hands are bound if I try to push anything. Reminds me. And we're just going to leave this guy behind. And up here, they kind of gives you a choice if you want to side with this guy. He was the one that you were talking to when you were sitting in the cart. Oh, they're yelling at each other. The lovers quarrel. But you can basically follow the Empire guy or the Stormcloak guy. It doesn't matter right now too much. But the game eventually wants you to pick a side. And coming up at this point, that thing on the top right, that's your level and your progress bar towards leveling up. Alright. Once I get my hands freed, I'll give you all a little bit of a rundown.
We'll meet again in Sovngarde, brother. Looks like we're the only ones who made it. That
I mean, in
was
the
a
room,
dragon.
yeah, but I saw a lot
No
of people
doubt.
running around outside.
Just like the children's stories and the legends. Harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Okay.
There you go. You may as well take Gunnar's gear. He won't be needing it.
Gunnar. Alright, we will take all of those since we're basically wearing prisoner stuff. Yeah, so looting bodies. You get like on some RPGs you'll battle somebody that'll have crazy weapons and armor and all of a sudden there's healing potions they're chugging and then you go look at their bodies and you can't touch any of it. This game, if they've got it on it, you can loot that afterwards most of the time. And so yeah, this is your inventory and skills. It's not a pause menu, but it's kind of like the whatever. You got your skills up here. We'll go over those in a second. You've got all your items, your weapons, your armor, potions, books, miscellaneous stuff you're carrying, gems will all appear in here. Over here, your magic, you'll start out with a couple of spells depending on which race you pick. You always start out with flames and healing, I believe. And our power that we got are once a day that I was kind of talking about before. Berserker Rage. I'm explaining all this game. You take half damage, do double damage for a minute. Like, that's just straight up good no matter what you're doing. So that's why we took that one. I pushed A to activate it. And then, since this spell, the healing, we're going to use, you know, every so often. Pushing Y on it will favor it. So then if you're running around in here, instead of going through your inventory, going through here, being like, okay, where's that spell? Restoration. Put it on, right? We ain't doing that. We're just pushing up. And then we can just equip it with one hand, equip it with the other hand, or equip it with two hands, just by pushing the triggers on there. Alright, let's get on our weapons and armor before I forget. Boop. I'm dropping those, I'm dropping that, because those are our...
It's locked. Let's see about that gate.
Grim Reminder clothes. Alright, X pulls out the weapon. Right now we have one one-handed weapon. So if we wanted to, we can have a weapon in one hand and then our healing going in the other. Up until we get like a shield. Or if you want to use two one-handed weapons, you can do that. You just camp with the lock. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, here they come. Left stick to hide. We're not going to be doing that too much, but if we were a thieves build, that would be our bread and butter. And then you just saw it there. Right stick is a regular attack. If you hold it down, you'll consume a little bit of stamina to do a power attack. If you don't have enough stamina for a power attack, it'll just turn into a regular attack. There we go. I'm explaining this already.
That's it. That's all you.
And then, yeah, so now, if I hold the left trigger, mana's going down, middle bar, in the center, our health back up to full. This is all light armor. It has its up here in the middle, studded Imperial armor. Armor provides 25. The more armor it gives, the more damage reduction. Weight, you start off being able to carry 300, I don't know, pounds worth of stuff. This weighs 6. And the value is how much it sells for. You are going to be way worse at selling stuff at the beginning of the game, so you're not going to get 125 bucks for this. You'll probably get like 30. I don't know, but I will take all this to sell later. You can see at the bottom the damage. Well, here, let's do this one. This one does 4 damage. The axe that we have now does 9. So you can see at the bottom that if we equip this, it'll do less. Swords swing faster, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to drop the axe and then equip the sword.
Here we are.
But
Found the key.
What we want is this heavy armor. Since we are going to be like standing up and fighting, the mobility of light armor is all right. Imperial. Oh, well, I don't want the light boots. I just want boots. Yeah. Heavy, 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 heavy. There we go.
That opens that door.
And then everything else we can sell. The only thing we're really missing now is a shield.
Let's get out of here before the dragon
But that's
brings
alright.
the whole tower down on our heads.
Yeah, almost everything's lootable. If you guys are... part of the Anniversary Edition is getting Survival Mode. In Survival Mode, you have to eat, sleep, stay warm. You can't fast travel. It changes the game a little bit. I would recommend doing a run with no Survival Mode first before you do Survival Mode, because it does make it a lot harder. And you can't fast travel and stuff, and fast traveling is very handy. But play however you want. Don't let me tell you how. You can always turn it on and off too, so if you start on survival mode and end up not liking it, you can... Yeah, it shows their health at the top. It also kind of shows where they're at if you can get detected. Oh, let's give him a little stabby stab in the kidney. Homie.
See if you can find it.
And what else? Can I even look at the map yet? So here's a map of our this is like the local map if we're like indoors, which we are, and this is the world map. Skyrim's huge. Each of these is a capital for a hold. A hold is just like a little like a county almost. And if they're blacked out like this, this means you know where they are. You just haven't been to it yet. And if it's white, like Helgen, you've been there and you can fast travel to it.
We'll need them.
Alright, and then again, I'm just grabbing all this stuff because we're going to end up selling it. Oh, I should have done the Rich Merchant mod. Oh, well. Nah, I got you guys. But yeah, if you are doing survival mode, you want to pick up food. Otherwise, I'm picking up all these potions. And they're color-coded. Blue heals mana, red heals life, green heals stamina. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. And then inside these sacks, you can find like, I don't know, can we find one with stuff in it? No, I'm a liar. No, all empty? Cool, thanks game. Thank you game, I wanted to be made a liar. Oh, here's another one.
Done? Let's get moving.
I guess so, like, there's nothing left in here.
Trolls blood.
Trolls blood.
That it? That's your best? Show me what you got.
There we go. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Take those. Oh, look at this guy's haircut. Alright, that's... Oh yeah, kill animations, those just happen every now and then. They just add a little bit of spice to the game, and I like it. Alright, so here's our shield. We're going to go ahead and pop that in our iron shield. We'll pop that on our left arm. So now we can bring this up, and as long as we successfully block, it'll reduce X amount of damage.
You can get it open with some picks.
And books.
Might need that gold once we get out.
True. Lock picking. It's the same as Fallout 4's lock picking. Left stick moves this one, and then if you're in the right spot, it'll let you, move it around. And then once you get closer, you can move further. And then once you're on top of it, bop.
Grab anything useful.
It's ranked from novice to master. And we'll grab all that. Alright, so that was a book I grabbed. It was a spell book. It'll have a spell in it. This one, it's a destruction school. It's called Sparks. It does 8 points of shock damage to health and magic. So this one not only damages health, but also damages the person's magic pool. It's a fully nightmare. Oh, I bet, dude. And so this one is actually good for fighting enemy mages because it takes away some of their potency. So we're just going to go ahead and use this. It burns the book, but then we know this spell forever. And then here's our lockpicks. Ingredients, we use this for alchemy. We picked it up inside that storeroom. So it has, each alchemy ingredient has 4 unknown properties. And you see down here in our bottom left, if you eat one, eats one, but this one gives weakness to magic, which you could put in a poison that would be able to make people more susceptible to your spells. And here's our potions. You guys have already seen all those. And yeah, that was us becoming weak to magic for a few seconds since we ate it. Alright, let's get going. We're ready. We're right behind you. Ralof. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to go around him. He keeps kind of stuttering. And this is the same every time you play through. So if I am kind of skipping around a little bit, I apologize. Just been through it a couple times. So we just found some bone meal. So I'm going to go to the ingredients. Down to the bone meal. It ate our only one, but we found damaged stamina, which we could put into another poison. The poisons I find work really well if you are doing like a thiefy, assassin-y kind of build, because it puts a lot of that damage up front. Like a lot of good terminology for like a lot of burst damage, a lot of upfront damage.
Killed by a dragon. We need
You ain't gonna get killed by a dragon, man. Alright, so we'll show you guys a block here. So that blocks it, and we can even try to bash him, which will stun him a little bit. Some damage might still get through on a block, but it'll be greatly reduced.
your best.
But if they power attack you, you just gotta get out of the way. You can't, you can interrupt the attack, but if you just take it, it won't work. Let me show you guys a little bit of something. This oil on the ground, you'll run into this on dungeons all the time. You can turn it a light on fire, mostly so that you and your companions don't. Oops, actually I don't want healing, I want my shield back. I said I want my shield back, there we go. Alright, all these guys are all burned up. Nothing we can do about it. Whoever lit that fire. Let's go on ahead. And I do want to pick up a ranged option. And so a good one is either having a bow with some arrows, but I'm just going to stick with maybe having a few spells as our long range. Nah, no, because I'm never going to put any points into leveling up our mana pool. So let's just take a bow and arrow. And it's the you know, the condom rule. It's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. So even if we don't end up using it, it's all right. There are also a few puzzles in the game too that you do need some sort of ranged ability to solve the puzzle. That's where this is nice. All right, in this little, well, there's just a little secret over here that I'm gonna grab. A little bit of money, a little bit of. Oh man, that skeleton had $9 on it. And 10 gold. All right. And here's where you can tell if any of y'all do have arachnophobia or to change the spiders into like bears or other animals, and it doesn't change anything else. about it, you know. But I don't, so I'm just going to kill him. Now, all of these spiders are going to have frostbite venom on it. And frostbite, ooh, that one had a garnet. That's a precious stone. And so potions. Frostbite venom appears now. Push A to use it. And it's, do you want to poison the Imperial Sword? And so one hit, it'll use up the poison, but it'll send that effect. Here we go, spider egg, I'm just going to eat it. Another damage stamina. So now that we have 2 ingredients that do the same thing, if we wanted to, we can make a potion. But we'll go through all that later. And again, like I said, this is a ton of information kind of being just thrown out at you. If you guys have any other like specific questions or want me to elaborate on anything, like please.
Hold up! There's a bear just ahead.
Alright, so there's a sleeping bear. I'll kind of show you guys. We got our longbow. We got some arrows. So we are sneaking right now. And so that, a lot of factors go into... I'm lurking while playing Jurassic World Evolution 2. Oh, what's up, man? Hey, Captain Altman. How that is, because I think it's on Game Pass right now, too.
Go ahead.
I think that somebody said they ended up putting a lot of work into that game, so let me know how it goes. Thanks for lurking and tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. There's your reticule right there.
Sneaking is overrated.
And boom. See up in the corner, we did double damage for a sneak attack. And our reticule opened up. It wasn't all the way opened up like a little eyeball, but it did just a little bit to show that we aren't found yet, but somebody knows. And that knows the thing knows we're there, the bear, because we shot it in the butt with an arrow. So it knows somebody's there. Alright, let's change back to our sword and already have a shield. Out. Wait. And we also could have poisoned the arrow there if we wanted to as well, but I think we had just 2 shots. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, oh, yeah, here's the pause menu. Here's all your quests. Turn them off, turn them on, they'll appear on your map. Here's your stats. This will tell you anything from how many crimes you committed to how many things you've killed. And then this is the one we want to go to. Doing a save, going to a new save. Boom.
That looks like the way out. I knew it.
And as you guys saw, this game crashed even before we loaded. So it's a good idea to make sure you save every now and then. Oh, I got it on PC. It's pretty good with most of the DLC. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that the survival mode, since this is a beginner's guide, I highly recommend not doing survival mode because it does make it a little bit harder. But if you are just feeling that you want a challenge and you think you've got it, or if you've been through a couple times, go ahead and turn on survival mode. It is nuts. And you can enable or disable survival mode at any time. So it's not that big of a deal if you need to turn it off, turn it on. It's just, you know, it's up to you. Just do whatever you want to do, have fun. We're going to not have this time. Oh, but yeah, if anything's ever on Game Pass, it never has any of the DLCs on it. Survival mode is for Skyrim veterans. I 100% agree. Captain Altman is another Skyrim veteran, and he knows, if not more than me, just as much.
With Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck.
I mean, we're going the same exact way, but he says it's probably better if we split up. Okay, yeah, we're just going to let him go ahead because I don't want him talking over me, even though... There he goes. Alright, so this is where the game drops you off and says, at this point, you can go any direction you want to on this huge map. It's telling us to go to the next town, Riverwood, which we'll head towards. And that's kind of where you get, like, Baby's first mission, right here. And it's actually a pretty good one. It's pretty iconic for Skyrim at this point. Oh, you're peckish. Survival mode is 90% being peckish. Not too hungry, but hungry enough so that it causes a negative status effect to happen. And the last thing while we get going... Actually, I'm going to wait till we level up before we go through the skills. Most every action you do in this game will work you toward XP, towards leveling up. Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls games are different from other RPGs. You don't level up by the amount of enemies you kill, you level up by how fast your skills go up. And eventually, like, it just takes more and more XP as you level up for you to reach that next level. But yeah, so you can go out and kill 1 million bad guys, and that itself won't level you up, but you'll level up if you're hitting them with a sword. That will level up. It'll level up your one-handed weapons. If you're getting beat to hell, but you're wearing heavy armor, hey, every time you take some damage to heavy armor, you use it a little bit better. Same with like magic, smithing, alchemy. The more you use it, the more you'll level up, and the more your character will level up. Right now, I'm running around and picking up tons of ingredients that we can use to make, like potions and poisons. One of these, restore health. Blue mountain flowers are super good for early game for health potions. Purple, red, a little bit of snowberries. We've already eaten a spider egg, and some thistles. So, Wildlander mod pack, which is like survival mode on steroids. Oof. That's like something I would do if I was feeling really angsty someday, and I was like, I'm going to play something that makes me cry. Alright. Guardian stones, these standing stones. Each one of, there's, I think, 9 of them in the game? 12, 9? Somewhere like, a number like that. You can only have one of them at a time, but each one of them will give you an individual, like, kind of like, it's always, most of the time, it's a passive bonus. And we're going to be taking this one. Our passive bonus that all combat skills level up a little bit faster. So we'll take that one. Not the craziest bonus, but it gets you going. It gets the people going. And up there is a dungeon if we want. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to it. Quest marker's over there. Yeah, we can leave it on. We're going to come up and see on this map, it has, there's the Guardian Stones. It's white because we've already discovered it. These are some different POIs, points of interest. Right there, the little shack-looking thing means we've seen it, we know it's there, but we just haven't been there yet, so we couldn't fast travel to it. And there's the town of Riverwood, and that's where our quest marker is. We can't fast travel to the quest markers. And up here is a mine. Ember Shard mine. And it looks like out here we have a lady.
I'm warning you, back off.
She's warning us to back off.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Bop, bop. Double shield bash. Yeah, and then this lady's name was Bandit. So, you know, that's an NPC that you are free to kill. And we are going to do our first dungeon. You start so weak you can't kill a mud crab. Oh, that sounds superb. Alright, here we are inside of a dungeon. I'm gonna turn off that so the quest marker doesn't appear. And this is inside of a mine, so there will be and it looks like it's a bandit one. And so like this. Tripwire for a trap. You can actually activate it manually. Going up pushing A. And have a bunch of rocks fall on your head. Gather up some mushrooms. There, these bandits hear us. And you can see our one-handed progress went up. That's because we are hitting these guys with one-handed weapons. And you do want to loot stuff, especially early on in the game. I'm not picking up everything. If you guys, like, you can always fill up your pockets and then run and then sell it, especially if you need money. I'm just kind of being a little bit more picky about what I choose to grab. And here we go. This is the good stuff. there is mining, smithing, like smelting, upgrading that in this game, and it is one really good way to get levels up and to make yourself like have really good weapons and armor. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a pickaxe, and we are going to whack. I'm warning you, back off. I wonder how often that works in the bandit world. At least you gave a warning. I mean, if I was a bandit, somebody came up, I'm assuming they just put an arrow right in my chest and loot my stuff. Yeah, and usually you get 2 ore per vein, but you might get some gems and stuff in there. And then under here, oh, 3 iron ore, excuse me. And you can smelt that iron to make iron bars, and then we use that to make new weapons and armor, upgrade existing weapons and armor. Alright, let's see. Tattered Journal. Most of the time, if you read these, like, push A to in-game read it and go out, it'll, like, kind of summarize everything for you. Well, that one's talking about what's a Nord without his mead. Mead is fermented honey. Alright. So yeah, you can always look through all these apples, restore 2 points of health. You start out with 100 health, 100 stamina, 100 magic, so 2 points isn't a crazy amount. But it's, you know, in a situation where you need to heal, it's better than nothing. Alright.
Someone there?
Over here.
I'm going to look over here.
You'll need to do better than that.
And again, these guys are blocking right now, that's why it's kind of just bouncing off. But and it looks like we're gonna have our first level up. Perfect. Oh, brutal. Down in through here. Alright, so we leveled up. Ooh, and a steel sword? It's the same as our Imperial sword, so I'll go ahead and just keep that. So when you level up, instead of skills, you see it replaces skills with level up, so that's how it kind of reminds you. First thing they do, I'm explaining this. See how you go 100, 100, 100, magic, health, stamina. This will increase that one of them by 10. If you're casting a lot of spells, doing a lot of magic, magicka, I mean, that's if you're out of magic and you're a mage, you're kind of worthless. So you want to make sure that's the most. Health is the most important for almost all the characters, because if you run out of health, you die. And so this is a good one. If you are planning on doing a lot of power attacks and big warrior stuff, you can level up your stamina. Also, leveling up your stamina levels up your carry space a little bit. It's kind of like a little bonus. And so for our character, as more of a frontline warrior, sword and board, we're going to every so often pop it into stamina. Oh yeah, when you level up and do that, it heals you up for all your magic, health, and stamina. Alright, so we get a perk. All your skills start off at a 15. They max out at 100. Each one has a skill tree. And so we're doing a lot of one-handed, so we'll use this as an example. So we go into one-handed, and you can go up and kind of explore the tree. They've got different ones for fighting with swords, fighting with axes, doing different power attacks. But we're just going to work on this one right here. One-handed weapons do 20% more damage. Can't argue with that. And so there's 5 levels to this. And so each one we put into up to 5 will get us all the way up to 100%. Yeah? Oh, and we can go through a little bit of skills. You guys saw one-handed. Archery, getting better with bows, arrows. You can zoom in, you can slow time out, or slow time down. Light armor is the light armors, the chains, hide, leather, makes you more efficient with it. Sneaking makes you harder to detect, and this also helps if you're getting sneak attacks in. Lockpicking is getting better at picking through locks and finding more stuff. Pickpocket is getting better at stealing things that are on people's persons, and eventually you can like steal their weapons out of their hand and stuff. Speech gets you better prices. better intimidation successes and stuff like that. Alchemy is brewing your own potions and poisons. These are all the magics we're getting in here. Illusion spells are a lot of like tricking other people, muffling yourself, making yourself invisible. Conjuration is summoning friends to help you out. Destruction is like the straightforward magic and spells, dealing damage with that, absorbing health, fire, lightning, ice. Restoration is healing yourself, and I think you can heal others as well. Alteration is like you can give yourself water breathing, you can give yourself like armor, like mage armor and stuff like that. And enchanting is making your own weapons and enchanting your own weapons and armor. You can so if you find plain armor, like we have all plain armor on right now, we could give ourselves like little health bonuses. We can make our weapons do damage on hit, that kind of stuff. Smithing, that's making our own weapons and armor. To the right is the heavy armor side. To the left is the light armor side. Heavy armor, you just get better at being in heavy armor. Blocking more damage, making it so the negative effects aren't so bad. Blocking, better at blocking. Two-handed weapons, makes you better at wielding big, large, heavy weapons. And we are back to the one-handed. And this includes like daggers and stuff too. Alright. Let's go finish up this dungeon. And by finish up this dungeon, I mean... Alright, so somebody's right there. Think we could shoot through this bar? Think we shoot through this bar? We have 2 longbows. We're gonna drop one of them because they're just not worth that much money. So, all right. What do you guys think?
Is someone there?
No. I didn't hear anybody. I didn't hear a single person. Oh, so she opened up the door for us. That's nice. Whoa. Oh, so she power attacked. That's why we. Oof. We'll take that. Gold, we'll take. Lockpicks, we take. Silver ingots, we could either sell it because they're worth a good amount of money, or you can make this into jewelry, which is what we will probably do. Ooh, an orcish bow. That is just straight up better than what we have. And we could still carry about 60 pounds more stuff. And so here's some these are two-handed weapons right here. So like our sword does 9. This two-handed one does 17. Oh, another spell for us to use. Clairvoyance and scrolls. Scrolls are like one-time use spells. Anyone can cast them, but they're just once they're used up, they're gone. So that one does a big old snowy blizzard that kind of damages. Yeah. Oh, I kind of wanted to keep those potatoes. We'll keep those too. Not those though. There are different recipes for cooking in this game, and I have an all-time favorite. And we'll maybe eat one of these, take the rest, and we'll go into a little bit more at some point if we get to it. But that's yeah. All right, let's keep going. Then we have the key, so that's why we can get into that even though it said it's locked. We can get into it without lock picking. And oh, I can. If you are in the middle of a fight, it won't let you. Or if there's enemies too close to you, it won't let you mine. So it's kind of a good way to see if anybody's close by. Alright, let's go. I'm actually going to go through and bust up everybody that's in here real quick.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I'm not lost. There's a block. Hit. Try to go a little bit off on my timing. Alright, we're getting shot. We're good on health still. Oh, there's a poop bucket. And then... Nice.
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
Power attacking. Oh, I think we interrupted in time, but we got hit by a steel greatsword. Again, we're doing a lot into two-handed weapons, but that would be an upgrade if we were from our iron.
Die, you orc felt!
He's the same. Ah, got him.
Yeah!
The old shirtless armor. I appreciate it, but it ain't working. Grilled chicken breast, we're just gonna eat it. We'll take some more arrows. Arrows don't weigh anything. So you can just, unless it's survival mode. Tomatoes we take. Cabbage we take. Alright, lots of tomatoes. And I'm not gonna try to spend too much time. And there we go. Alright, 58 bucks and some minor stamina potions. We'll take those. Yeah, potions you pretty much want to use if you're in combat. You want to use like your other passive healing and your magic and stuff. Or, yeah, outside of combat. Light armor forging. So this book is a skill book. We read it and it permanently upgrades one of our skills by 1. If we read the... Requires a key to open. Alright, do you have the key? Nope. Who else was chasing us around? Oh, we kinda... Yeah, so the key must be somewhere else, that's fine. It's the poop bucket. And here, iron ingots. Alright, so, alright, I'll show you guys how to do this. Is a workbench and a grindstone. The grindstone we can use to upgrade our weapons. Unfortunately, this requires steel and orichalcum, which we don't have. Workbench is used to upgrade armor. So the only one that we can do is our shield, but we will. So it goes from 22 armor up to 24, 10% increase. And its quality is now fine. So how's your work? It's fine. And then this is how you create new weapons and armor. This is one of the best ways to make armor in the game, is to go through making your own weapons and armor and then enchanting it yourself. Oh, it wasn't about it? No. I mean, that happens. Alright, so we have value 180, value 160, 260, yeah, we'll make one of these. So we created it. Building materials if you want to make your own house, but that'll be for another day. And I don't think we can make backpacks, firewood, all sorts of crazy stuff, you guys. You know what you're getting into. I was more looking for leather. Yeah, and I can't get into that. That's fine. I don't even want into that in the first place. Alright, I'm pretty sure... Was there another iron to hit around here? Or am I making that up? Might be making it up. That's okay. We've already been in here. Correct. You can hold torches if you want to, but if you got a free hand, it's used for better for almost anything else. You can just turn the brightness up. Yeah, big shout out to Nova. I've known her for 15 years at this point, and she inspired a nice little video. Guess to the left. Guess to the right. Boom, easy. Easy. A steel mace. I mean, it does more damage than our sword, but it swings slower. It doesn't show how fast they swing in the game, but it go like the daggers swing fastest, then swords, then like the axes, and then the maces, I believe. Instead of having them do like different damage types, like a slashing, a piercing, or like a bludgeoning, they just had them kind of do different DPSs at different time intervals. Alright, let's see what we got up here. Oh, we got a wall of iron. We'll grab this real quick. Yeah, and these bones hanging from the ceiling are kind of like intruder detection 101. If you run into it, it'll make like a weird chime. Ooh, an amethyst. Make like a weird chime and kind of alert everybody around you that you're there. So if you're playing a stealthy build, make sure to avoid those. And yeah, is that it? Alright. We did it. Which is actually perfect, because we are pretty full up. And so let's turn our quest back on, and let's head towards Riverwood to see what they want us to do next, and we will sell all of our stuff. Traders in this game have a set amount of money, and then it refreshes every 24 to 48 hours. Some people will buy everything, some people will only buy weapons and armor or potions. Eventually there's perks you can get to kind of help you out that, or make everybody buy everything, no matter what they sell, or make people buy stolen stuff, a nice fence perk, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, you should, yeah, I recommend just going through this game once, and then once you kind of get a good idea about what you want to do, then go through and, like, you dive real deep into it. Again, I don't want to tell y'all how to play. This is just more like my experiences. I've had this game since day one.
No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do
Thief
then,
chase.
huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had... well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is
so, you know,
open. Feel free to
especially
shop.
if you guys have ever played like tabletop RPGs or whatever, that's like, you know, that's what we call a quest hook, is hearing somebody arguing about something stolen. So, did something happen?
We did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Oh, I could help you get the claw back.
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment.
Or money.
It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. So...
Alright, so... we still have talked to Girder in Riverwood, which we will do, but now you can kind of... Oh, down here's our completed quests. These are all done. Right here, up, retrieve the golden claw. Lucian Valerius in Riverwood is offering me a gold reward if I can retrieve his antique golden claw. Stolen by bandits camped in Bleak Falls Barrow.
The sooner you find the... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them
So,
treasures.
that is what we're going to do, but I want to sell my stuff first. Yeah, we have an orcish bow, which does almost double the damage. So we're going to sell our longbow. Oh yeah, this is the stuff that he has in his inventory. This is basically the stuff we can buy. Here's the stuff we have to sell. Up at the bottom, it says how much money we have. We have 376 bucks. And Lucian has 771. So let's sell $771 worth of stuff. Imperial armor, Imperial boots, braces, and then we're going to sell all the light armor. We are going to hold on to this ruby ring. It doesn't do anything for us right now, but eventually we can get it to enchant. And It's been an hour. Long time of the viewers of the channel and what that means. Ah, shoot, I just sold it on accident. Anywho, I'm going to re-up on my drink. I'm actually okay, but I am going to run to the restroom real quick. If any of you guys want to do it, feel free. Alright, I appreciate you all. Alright, we're gonna keep all... I'm actually gonna sell my Magicka potions, because I don't think we're... Oh, they're worth $6, oh well. Because I don't think we're going to use them that much. I'm also gonna sell these scrolls... maybe. Sell these books. I'm going to keep the gems so that I can make... Oof, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep the gems so I can make, like, better rings and necklaces and stuff like that. But these, in mining and getting gems and selling them, is a really good way to make some money early game. So let's sell those scrolls I was talking about that I just... Oh, so yeah, so he only has this much. I'd be losing out on $40. And I mean, $40 is $40, so... Or we can buy something from him, which he has some fishing maps. We can buy a spell from him. But I think ooh, here we go. I'm going to buy a super expensive cure disease potion. That'll bump him up to 370. And then I can sell him my last scroll. Then I don't want to sell him any ingredients. I don't want to sell him anything from here. Corundum, the ingot itself. I want the ingots. I want the... If you mix corundum and iron ores, you get steel. But we don't have steel crafting yet, so I'm just going to sell that. Alright?
Till next time.
Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
I don't need a guide. I am a guide. I'm guiding all my friends out here. Alright, so let's go to Girder. This guy is an armor smith. He'll kind of teach you what I was showing you before about how to make weapons and armor.
Did I see?
That sucks. We ignore him. But this lady out here, this beautiful woman. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Just standing out in the middle of nowhere.
New to Riverwood? Of course. Oh, what's this all about? What are you two doing here?
That's like the... Hey, do you have supplies? And she gives you the keys to the house and says, yes, but who are you? Like, key first, then she gave me, and then it started asking questions.
It would explain what I saw earlier. I don't know. Things just go from...
I think it was Roloff's
Jarl
sister, right?
We need to get word to
Roloff,
Jarl
I'm
Balgruuf
sorry.
in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Alright, so she's saying, hey, we came from Helgen where there was a dragon attack. Someone's like, oh, a dragon attack? Like, we saw a dragon flying over. Like, they're not supposed to be real. And this, in Skyrim, the dragons are long gone. And so that's why people keep saying, oh, they're like fairy tales. But we saw a dragon. It got us out of getting murdered. Know what time it is? And so what she's saying is, okay, if there's a dragon out, then this city, small town, village.
I mean, we have plenty of things
Wait,
in
what
the
are you
shop
doing?
that are worth
I
just as much
legit don't need a guide. I legit do not need a guide. Alright, anyway. And so, our next quest that she gave us is to go to the Jarl of Whiterun. A Jarl is like a local, like, little king, a little ruler, like a little duke. And there's one in each of the capitals of the holds. So yeah, here's Whiterun, big city, big main hub city. It's kind of like, this quest is telling you, like, okay, I want to get you to, like, go to this big main city right here. But we're not going to do that. We're going to this instead, Bleak Falls Barrow. So we are going to turn off the Before the Storm quest, turn on the Golden Claw. I'm not waiting. I don't need her to Whiterun. You can go that way. You can go up over this mountain to get to there. But we're not going to Whiterun quite yet. Alright, there's a puppy up here. Wolves aren't too bad enemies. They're going to be around all the time, and they usually come in packs. They'll give you some free leather that you need for making almost every single kind of weapon or armor. You'll either need leather or leather strips. And wolves have them. Bad news, wolves and a lot of animals in this game carry around diseases. And diseases, if you don't have a cure disease potion, are kind of a pain in the butt to get cured. Okay, I am going to try to watch my potty mouth during this stream. I know I'm like an hour in and now I'm warning you guys about a non-potty mouth. Warning. Warning you guys, I'm not going to be swearing. Yeah, just so that it's, I don't know, more people can watch it, you know. If people are watching this, they kind of already know what I'm about, I assume, but you never know.
Never should have come here.
Yeah, a lot of times when you first see somebody, they'll taunt. Or say something like, never should have come here, or like, well, this is a surprise. Like, stuff like that. You use that opportunity to get a few licks in, or close the gap, or get a nice shot in, you know what I mean? I will take a few more arrows. Oh, God.
That's all you've got?
Boom. Clean. Alright, then all this stuff, even though it is heavy armor, it's not worth that much for how heavy it is. It's technically better than our other one. So I'm going to go ahead and Banded Iron and start up. Even though this one's upgraded, this one's still one more armor better. So we're going to go ahead and pop that on. And grab a coin purse. Again, the food, I'm looking for some very specific ingredients. We've got 2, I'm looking for 2 more. And if you watched this channel before, you already know, I've even made a song out of it. But I'll wait. Wait till we got the whole thing. Is there anything over here? Nope. And I think there's that, yeah, there's a little mining spot down here that we're gonna go pop over to. I think it's iron. Looks like iron. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, if you got, oh, there we go, another gem. If you guys are watching this on YouTube or on Twitch, I am also on the other platform. I've got links in the info. The what about me. And I've got hundreds of Skyrim videos on there, I think, at this point. I mean, technically, I think it'd be around 200. Still counts, though. I've got challenge runs, I've got runs where I'm mage, I got one where I don't use money, I've got one where we didn't use weapons, I got one where we beat at level 1, was the newest one. So if, if you guys end up liking this game, or like, oh, what are some other things we can do in it? It's a huge game with a huge community, and that doesn't even with all the mods and the Creation Club stuff. So congratulations on getting in on this game. Oh, I put my shield down just in time to get slapped. Oh yeah, and if you guys are ever getting to the point that the game is too hard, system, settings, gameplay, difficulty, legendary is the best, then master, expert, adept is normal-ish, and then apprentice is easy, and then this is like very easy. So we're gonna be playing on adept just because that's what I believe the standard one is. But you can literally, in the middle of a fight, adjust the difficulty up and down. Like, you guys bought this game, you paid money for it, you should enjoy this game. And if you aren't enjoying it, find ways to make it more enjoyable. Alright, got ourselves an elf. I'm good on the iron arrows. I think we got plenty. Eventually, we'll start getting higher tiers of arrows showing up. A lot of this game is level-based, based on your level. And then generally, the enemies will get harder as you level up. There are some exceptions, and some enemies are too easy. Last in a Wildlander. I'm really interested in that. I like being super weak at the beginning of a game. I don't know why. I'm a sucker for punishment. I love that kind of stuff. Alright, and we are just about to level up. I will sneak up, even though we aren't sneaky and we are wearing heavy armor. That reminds me. Have I ingrediented? Yep. Never tried one of these. Never tried one of these. I heard mixing all your mushrooms together is just fun. Actually, these guys seem a little distracted, don't they? Let's do... Oh yeah, the orcish bow looks cool. And arrows do have a little bit of drop. Oh, look how much health he has. Alright, she's looking, but she doesn't know. Oh, that last little bit, that was bad. I don't know how she doesn't see me.
We are routed. Fall back. Time to end this.
We are routed, fall back. What?
No.
And she was doing that because her health got low enough. Yeah, I don't know how she didn't see me, but that's fine with me. Sometimes you can get some of your arrows back. Not every time, though. Yeah, this is Bleak Falls Barrow. This is like the first main game dungeon to get you going. And you're saying, well, Nick, I thought somebody was trying to send you towards Whiterun. I thought that was the first one. Well, guess what they do when you get to Whiterun? Guess where they're going to send you anyway? Right back here. Alright, so I'm going to do health again. And then we can either up our damage a little bit. We could up our heavy armor, or we could start learn how to steelsmith, which I'm going to put a point into, because one of the very specific questions I was asked when Nova was asking me about the game and like good ways to like level up, make money, I was trying to, it's explaining it over like text, or it was Facebook Messenger. Yeah, and so it's a lot harder, but here it is. To be able to start smithing the harder stuff, you gotta go down here. Left branch of this tree is the light armor and weapons. Right branch is the heavy, so we're gonna go right branching. This one up the center. Normally, if something is already enchanted, you can't improve it anymore for some reason, unless you have this perk. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that just so we can start start working our way down there. But the important ones to do game-wise are probably your weapon, your armor, and your block. Like an offensive and a defensive, and then somewhat of like a utility tree. Like our utility tree will either be, we might do a little bit of alchemy, but maybe a little bit of restoration. But it's mostly going to be, like, we are going to be more of a martial character. Oop, invisibility potion. Oh, magicka. Yeah, look. I can go slower so we can get some nice, like, ambiance. Oh, and here's this guy. He's a bandit. He's made to kind of show you something. So looks like oh, that gate's down. What's homeboy doing? He's gonna, all right, throw the lever on the gate. Oh, poison darts. Yeah. So we know something's up, and so we see these. This is Skyrim's main dungeon, like puzzle mechanic. Each of these has 3 sides: a hawk, a whale, or a snake, and you have to get them all right to open up the door. So it looks up here. We have snake, something, whale. Looks like that might have fallen there. So snake, whale from left to right. So we'll try doing that too. Snake, spin these around. These little arrows down at the front, or which way they go. So snake, whale. Let's see who is an outlaw too. So we've been fighting regular bandits. Bandit outlaws are kind of like a step up. They're a little bit beefier than their normal bandit. Boom, open that up. Then up here, you always want to, I mean, it is an RPG, it's a sandbox. You want to explore the corners to make sure you aren't missing out on anything. Like, nothing's going to be there 100% of the time, you know what I mean? You might get burned every now and then. Pickpocket leveling up, we'll take it. We're not going to do a ton of pickpocketing, but it is fun. Studded armor of major health. So, this armor is not heavy, it is light armor. And we aren't doing a bunch of light armor, but if you can see that this thing is increasing our health by 40 points. Like, we have 120 right now, so this is, what, 33% increase in our health. So even though we aren't wearing... Yeah, so this thing's 25, and this thing's 28. So for 3 less points, we get 40 points of health, which is perfect. Stealth Archer is an OP combo in this game, 100%. 100%. Like, even if you don't play too much Skyrim, you've probably heard the memes of everybody playing a Stealth Archer, and there is a reason for that. It is legitimately one of the strongest, like, most powerful builds you have, but it is also, it is a harder build, I'll say that. There are, because the Stealth Archer only works when you can be stealthing and archering. There's a lot of points in this game, especially if you're get to the point where you're fighting big, strong dragons, that you aren't going to be able to stealth. Like, it'll know where you are, and you're going to have to fight toe-to-toe with a dragon. And that works, and that's with, like, a lot of bosses, too. Or if you're fighting multiple people at once. But, I mean, every build has strengths, every build has weaknesses. Honestly, you should just play how you want to play in this game. I've made, God, probably like 50 characters. I already have that, so let's grab that. Yeah, and the good thing about this, you can do multiple playthroughs, and so you can you don't have to do everything in one playthrough. You can kind of divide it up between a few. Alright, and looks like we got a friend. It's a wounded frostbite spider. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy, but I'm going to show you guys that power I was talking about at the beginning of the game that we only use it once a day, but it's our Berserker Rage. So we are taking double damage, healing double damage. Ah. Healing double, taking half. There we go. And it looks like we have a friend that's stuck.
You did it.
Yes.
You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down.
Markings in the Hall of Stories. So that's new to us.
What
We're
the
like,
Nords have hidden there.
Because we just thought it was a decorative claw. And since he is kind of wrapped up in his webbing,
Sweet
let's
breath
just
of
cut him down.
arcade, thank you.
Alright, we're gonna cut homeboy down.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
There we go. Sir?
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
So yeah, you saved this guy from a giant spider. You cut him down, and he runs away with the golden claw. And these desiccated corpses. So the game wants us to chase him down. You most certainly can chase him down and get the claw back. But we'll find him here in a sec. Don't worry. Burial urns are some of the best treasure chests in the game. They only have money, potions, jewelry, or gems in it. So it's pretty much stuff you'll want all the time. Alright, let's see if we can find Avril the Swift. Alright, I'm dropping down in here because I know what's going on. You guys see something right there? Alright, and this is a Nordic burial. Ooh, fire arrows. We'll take those. And we will... Anyway. So yeah, this is all their buried dead. And since this is a fantasy game... we've already got somebody up right there. It don't matter. The Draugr. There we go. Let's run him through with our sword. Alright, and there's our buddy right there. Like, oh, weird. These guys must have got him. And double check all these. And then once you play a little bit, you can kind of see, like, who's going to come to life and who's not in here. Alright, so here's Arvel. And there's the Golden Claw. Here's his journal. Find the secret of Bleak Falls Barrow. Alright, books. Alright, and then, yeah, here we go. My fingers are trembling, blah, blah, blah. Usually like, read through all these, especially if you love lore. Like, this game has tons of lore. But if you're kind of like me and you're like, alright, let's get to the good bits, just skip to, like, the last paragraph. So, now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. Legend says there is a test that Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that, quote, when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. Cryptic. So we'll go over that in a second. And this guy. And obviously this thing, it looks a little out of place. And this right here, this is a trigger. I'll see if I can... Okay. If I'm gonna fart around with this, let's save just in case. These, I call them the high five machines. They are one of the strongest traps in the game. I just saved, and I'll show you guys what they do. So you're running down this way, you're not paying attention. Boom. I mean, it didn't kill me. It must be because I have health and armor. But yeah, those things can slap. Whoops. So be careful, especially, I think they're kind of already showing you, if you're chasing this guy down, he'll run on that trap on purpose so that it, like, kind of, it surprises the player as he goes, oh, there's traps in this game. There we go. I guess we do have a lot of health now, too, like 180. Oh, that one right there is going to wake up. Somebody already knows we're here. That's what that detected means. when you are undetected and attack someone, you still get sneak attack. You attack very slow though if you're sneak attacking, so make sure after you're done. Oh man, this guy's beefy. Not beefy enough. An Ancient Nord Sword, if you guys wonder, like, oh, why is he doing the Ancient one? It's like kind of crumbling. He usually doesn't get the chance to run for me. Yeah, I just shoot him down. Or just like put a spell down, and then when he drops down, he just triggers it. Oh, there it is. Level up. And then this time, since we have been getting lucky with our health, and so, oh, that's another good point. I'll bring it up. Just so that we said we did it. First one in this one, similar to the weapon one, this little bottom perk pool, I guess, will just increase your armor by 20%. You can get up to 100% for each perk. 20% for each perk, up to 100. Oh, this lady is waking up. Man, she's tall. Yeah. This time that it's alright. We got the high ground, Anakin. Oh. Alright, generally these guys don't have great stuff. I'll take their money. I'll take their bone meal. Oh, okay. So a soul gem. This one's empty. Soul gems are what you use to enchant weapons and armor and make your own enchantments and that kind of stuff. But if they're empty, that means they don't have a soul inside. Eventually, there are ways... What? Oh, my wife said, just like me. Don't have a soul inside. This is why you get married, folks. Speaking of, do you mind grabbing me a beer from in there? Thank you, honey. You just said I don't have a soul. You have to get me a beer. Thank you. Alright, yeah, we'll take all these. You can see that chest was a apprentice level lock, not a novice anymore. So that one's a little bit harder. If I'm gonna die, if you turn that off? No, I think I'll be alright. It's cooler down, I guess. Alright, we run through this trap. This chain right here. We'll deactivate that trap. And I'm actually just gonna do a quick save. Up here, these things, they're kind of along the same lines as the traps that are the oil slicks on the ground. Oh, that one still got us. Whoops. I like playing the mage so I can burn him. Playing mages in this game is the most fun. Oh, stealth archers are good too with super long range shots. But with the right mods in this game, the magic is super fun. And then here's a homie. And we have our flaming arrows on too. So, slam bam. Thank you, ma'am. Alright. And these are flaming arrows. Again, these are part of the Creation Club. If you got Anniversary Edition, you already have this. You just gotta... Oh, that guy's there. If he runs forward a little bit. There he goes. But we get one fire arrow back. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's our light armor going up because we're wearing our dress. I mean, if there was a dress that made me like 40% healthier, I would wear that every day. Bop. Run him through. And again, empty soul gem, we're not taking. And I'm not going to take the iron arrows anymore because we got flaming arrows. Yeah, that's it for this room. Let's grab this. Yank the chain. Yanking someone's chain. And here's another opportunity to get some pickaxes. Dada. Oh, glowing mushrooms. The first thing I would do if I saw these in real life is just pop one down the hatch. Ugh. There's no way this thing wouldn't kill. If it doesn't kill you, it's going to give you like the world's worst diarrhea. There's no way it doesn't. Let's roll a fireball. Fireball. Here we got this lady. And since she was about to attack, well, we did a shield bash in time, so it interrupted her attack and stunned her. Wander down here and show off some lockpicking skills. Wow, easy. It's okay, you basically play as a living god, so you'll be fine. You're not wrong. Oh, this is what I like to see. Not taking those. But our banded iron shield looks like it just got, or a shield slot just got an upgrade. Yeah, literally the same thing, except 15% fire resist. And that's a damage resist. It's not like a, I don't know, a ward save. Not just like, oh, I have a 15% chance of taking no damage. It's, you take 15% less damage. That makes sense. Instead of dodging the attack, you just take less. I think we got a good battle in here. Oh, I hear him. Restless. Ouch. Oh, sneaking on accident. There we go. See, even if you've been playing this game for 10 years, you can still fat finger it. You never take fat fingering away from nerds. Healing. Double fisting. Magic is low, we know what that means. Oh, fists. If you want to see a run where I only do fists, that's that's a thing. Alright, I did see a chest over here. I think it has an apprentice lock. Yeah, I've played this game once or twice. Yeah, most of the time in RPGs, like, they balance out magic because, I mean, like, what's more OP than magic? Like, nothing. If, most games balance out. If you are playing a mage, you're really weak early on, and then you become really strong. And it's no different with this game. But being able to turn invisible, being able to just nuke a huge area, being able to, like, slow people down and take away all their magic. like how this guy kind of like looks up at first, like, who's there? Who woke me the hell up? I was napping. We gotta resist cold. We are playing Skyrim. It is a snowy province in the land of Tamriel. Oh, we about to level up again? Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on the level up a little bit, because leveling up gives you a free heal. So let's finish fighting our friends. Bop. Did we get everyone? Looks like it. Level up. Back to health. And we'll put 1 point into block. And then we'll scoosh on over to one-handed and put a lot... I'm of the mindset offense is the best defense. You always want to be the attacker in most situations. So, when you level up, I highly recommend more offensive. And then you can kind of start filling in the defensive and like utility stuff. Alright, so we got to here. We got a hint that if we have the golden claw, the answer to this riddle is in the palm of our hands. So we can inspect the golden claw by pushing down on the right stick. And oh, look at that. Bear, that's a moth if you believe it or not. And then an owl. So bear, moth, owl. And if we see these rings, it looks like they can rotate around. And boom, bear, moth, owl. Let's insert. Give the old triple finger. Alright, and here comes Skyrim's first jump scare. Whoa! And I will save, and here comes your first boss. This, I mean, it can be tricky. But I mean, let's show you guys a couple secrets first. Back behind here. If it'll let me. There it is. Secret chest. Go a little back. Oh, nope. A little forward. A little back. There it is. There it is. We're allowed to have nice things. Alright, and you guys are probably looking over here. If you're new to the game, you're wondering, well, what in the hell is this? This is a dragon wall, and I'll show you what that does in 1 second. Not my stuff. Yep. You can hear that the it gets a little different. Oh, look at all this stuff. Empty still, unfortunate. Minor archery. We're not going to put these on, but we are going to save this, and I'll show you why. But those Nordic gauntlets. Check those things out. Oof. Yeah. A little bit more armor, but it puts us above 100 armor. Oh, I think about it. Yeah, look at these. Boring. I do have that tattoo. Alright. Let's go over here. And this lights up. It jumps out at us. And out of here pops our first boss, Overlord. Now this guy's slapped, so you want to be careful. But if you can time it and power attack him whenever he's unstaggered, is your best chance. You want to pick up this Dragon Stone. You want to pick up this Nord Battle Axe of Cold, even if you don't want to use it, you want that Frost enchantment. Because that's, I'll show you guys how enchanting works. But, we did it. Time to go get our reward. And we picked up the Dragonstone, which is part of the 2 birds, 1 Dragonstone shortcut that we're doing right now. I don't know how I ever found that out the first time, but I know I didn't Google. Yeah, there is a lot of this game that I found out just by running my head into a wall, like, for hours until I just hard forced it and found out there's like an easy way, a simple way. But I just feel like I always did it the hard way. Alright. But look at that, we went in that dungeon. I think we started out as level 2 and then we came out as level 5. And alright, since we're all the way up here, but since we've already discovered Riverwood, and as long as we don't have any enemies around us, and we're not playing survival mode, we should be able just to fast travel over. What do you think? Those are... The Jagged Crown, those are dragon teeth, right? Man, that's badass. Oh, courier.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
The courier is the way for the game to add more quests. Especially like expansions and mods and DLCs. So those are under books, anonymous letter. Someone please help. A group of necromancers are experimenting with conjuring zombies. I heard her. Aw, Babu. You just love the water, but you just don't want to water on your head. Anyway, someone please help. A group of necromancers are experimenting with conjuring zombies using ancient, dangerous magic, which I fear will have unintended and irreversible consequences. I was expelled from their studies as their ambitions grew into folly against my warnings. They're performing a ritual to summon a large group of these foul, uncontrollable creatures as we speak in the southernmost area of Skyrim and must be stopped before it's too late. Boom, straight up. That is a Creation Club quest right there for sure. Alright, yeah, we can steal these if we want to. We can steal those. But we're good people. We're not doing that. Alright, and there we go. Old
The
Lou.
sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great
Easily
thing for me
stealable
and my
spot in the
sister.
world. Where do you think this is going? On the shelves? Nope, right here. Alright, so homeboy.
Thank you. Take a look.
We do have a lot of stuff to sell, but remember, we already sold some stuff to him before. We're gonna keep that. We're keeping everything here, I think, yeah. We sell this one. We'll sell this. Actually, yeah, let's just sell it. And then these poisons. Frenzy? People and creatures and people up to level 5 will attack anything nearby for 10 seconds. I mean, Frenzy, yeah, it just makes people, they can either run away, they can make people fight each other, but I think I'd rather just... What? Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, thanks, y'all. My kid was just being a bit of a turd. Lacey needed help.
Alright then.
Anyway, we're heading to Whiterun anyway, which actually will be about some good timing. So we haven't been to Whiterun before, so we can't fast travel there. Just checking everything out. But we'll take the road. If you're traveling, the roads are generally safer. You might get like bandit ambushes or like some wolves, but it's generally like the safest route. You'll run into like less things than if you run through the wilderness. But running through the wilderness gets you finding new dungeons, finding secrets, fighting more, which levels you up. There's wildlife. If you're good with a bow, you can take out some of the wildlife. You can get meat, you can get skins, you can get alchemical ingredients. The wolves may help you out, which is actually kind of nice because I think they're faster than you. Oh. Nope, he decided to go for the easier target, the orc with heavy metal. Heavy armor. Yeah, sorry, hon. She can't be. Oh, bless you. Oh, I don't know where that coaster is. Oh, hold on. What's this?
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
All right. Well, sometimes in this game you get waylaid. I just got done saying how the main roads are safe, and here we are getting shook down. All right, so we're just gonna stay with the first one. Do I look like I have any money?
Yes, actually. You look like you're lousy with gold. I'm not gonna ask again.
He's not gonna ask again? Well, then we just do this. I don't have time. I don't have time.
Don't you walk away from me.
Which is way more insulting than just telling this guy just to die. Is not even taking him serious and saying, get out of here. I don't have time to be robbed by you. But yeah, he has 2 daggers. Against some heavy armor, this is gonna go just like this. Hi. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, here's the reason. Hi. Here's the reason why we had to go have a little bit of help changing some diapers. Hi, Babu. And this is what you guys are named after. My little Babu. My little Babu. I'm going to bed. Sub to my dad's channel. Love you. I love you too. Alright. I love you guys too. Whatever. Alright, where'd that thief body go? I mean, this guy was... Oh. And this guy can have his stupid dagger. I mean, it's got my blood all over it at this point. And it looks like up here it has a bunch of POIs. A bunch of them grouped together is usually a sign that you're coming up to something good. That's a cave. That's some sort of like hut or little farmhouse. The windmills are like bigger farmhouses. Those horseshoes are stables, and a lot of them will have carriages where you can pay and it'll take you to one of the 9 holds, which is, if you haven't been there yet, you can't fast travel. So go to the stable, pay the man 20 or 50 bucks, and he'll take you to a capital hold. There's Whiterun, right there. That's where we're heading. Oh yeah, you guys would know this too if I turned on my quests. All right, and a good way, especially if you're starting out, to get a boatload of money is to come over here to the meadery. And you search the barrow. It's not stealing, but each of these are worth 20 bucks. Which isn't the most, admittedly. The ones that say empty don't have anything in them. That's what empty means. Oh, there we go. That one had 4. Empty, 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 empty. Alright. Sometimes you get a bunch of empties. But yeah, it's a little bit of free money at the beginning of the game to help you out. Because I know how broke y'all are. Oh, butterflies? Butterflies. And you know what you do if you get an ingredient? You pop that in your mouth. She loved it. And here's some dudes fighting a giant.
Must have scared off.
And so those guys right there, if you go talk to them, they will kind of give you a quest line for what is kind of a fighter's guild. Unfortunately, it's not my favorite,
Well,
even though
that's
like
taken
we
care
are.
of. No
We're
thanks to
fighters.
you.
Like, what? Oh, you're just coming over here to burp? He said the same thing to me, but I had no gold anyway. Yeah, I think he said it to me when I was like on a no gold run, so I had like really tried my best.
Another milk drinker crying
And like
about
he
his
said the
effort.
same thing. I was just like, oh, it's just when you
Glory
don't. I thought there was
only
like
awaits
he can actually
those
look at
who
you
triumph.
and like, oh, if you
And
have
as
like
companions,
less than like, you know,
our
500
glory
gold worth of
must
stuff on
always
you,
be
they're like,
hard
oh
fought.
yeah, you look actually kind of poor. Who are the companions? I'm not going to go into it. The companions are kind of like the hunters.
Until
Or
next
the
time.
hunters. I mean, yeah, hunters guild. The fighters / hunters guild in this game.
Well, that's
there's a
taken care
few
of.
guilds.
No thanks to
There's
you.
thieves. There's mages. There's assassins. There's the fighters. And there's a few other factions. And here's where I'm talking about that if you go to this guy,
Need a ride? Where do you
like
want
to
to go?
hire a carriage, and you can go to any of the hold capitals for 20 or 50 bucks. And then that way you can go there and then start fast traveling there from there on out. Oh, and these lovely people, the best NPCs in the game, second best, back behind Snilf. These are the Khajiit, these are the kitty cat people,
Need something?
and these are wandering travelers / merchants. This will start a quest right here. I've heard you've been running into trouble, but we're gonna go to sell,
But what of the war?
because we're selling some stuff.
Easy to escape from.
None of that, though. Scrolls, fireball. Yeah, we're not using those. Well, we will sell. Look at that, 54 bucks. Oh, that's bad. Sell these 2 books. I'm gonna sell the empty soul gems. I'm gonna sell these. And these. Unless we had silver or gold, we can't use that. We can't use these, basically. So I'm just gonna sell them.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Alright. I got a fly buzzing around this room. Oh, hello, ma'am.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm?
Oh, you bet. Alright, let's get shooken down.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I remember a YouTube video that made a joke about always eating ingredients. Oh god, yeah, could you just imagine finding something you don't know what it is or don't know what it does, and it's like, they have gross ones like giant's
Fine.
toe and stuff like that, just
We'll be
popping that
keeping
thing
an
into your
eye
mouth.
on you.
Human flesh, Daedra
My
hearts.
friend Maven and I. Have you met Maven in Riften?
So yeah, we did a speechcraft check and pass, so we get to get in. Don't mind me. For all you guys know, I'm just crazy out here and get out of here. What are you after? I can't smell that bad. I showered this week.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more
Yeah, so here
swords
we are
for
in the
the
town of
Imperial
Whiterun.
soldiers.
just can't
This is
throw more
a
of that
smithy. This house is for sale. Yes, you can buy property in this game. This is the general shop right here.
Still warm from the
And here's an alchemy shop.
Skyrim.
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, get over here. But we are just going to go ahead, and I mean, here they sell some like fruits and stuff. And there's people here that have quests. Here's a guy screaming about religion up here.
Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those fellows got healed.
And right here's a shrine. These shrines will give you blessings. And you can only have one blessing from one shrine at a time. They do wear out, but they also cure all your diseases. If you got a disease. So if you don't have a cure disease potion, pop over to where a shrine is. That'll cure for free, unless you're playing Anniversary or the survival mode, because then it'll cost you $100. Alright, we're going to report to the Jarl. He's going to give us a quest. But two birds with one dragon stone.
We cannot afford to act.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
We need more information before we act.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So,
alright, here's old Jarl.
You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yeah, let's just do this one. This one kind of admits that you're a criminal. I don't think it matters too much.
Was right. What do you say now,
you hear that? Were you right?
Continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
Which was our quest.
If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it.
I mean, you know.
Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Oh, it gives us some steel armor.
There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Alright, we're free. I'm going to rush over here. He's going to make his way slowly, so while he's doing that, I will be right back.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright. Thanks, everyone. Getting the Dragonstone early makes you lose some lore. I mean, that makes some sense. You are basically skipping a bunch of quests. It is just a... it's a time-saving measure, but...
Straight to the point.
Play this game
no need for tedious
however you
wise.
want.
Like
this game is a sandbox for a reason. It is best,
right?
and this game is best when you are doing what you want to do with it.
Stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow.
Retrieve the Dragonstone.
Dragonstone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak
Dragon
Falls
burial
find
sites?
This tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me.
Oh, what could dragon
itself.
graveyards have to do with the game, I wonder? Oh, you mean this old stone?
The Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it.
Oh, you don't get to see Delphine talking to Farengar? Nah.
The Jarl foists on me.
Nah, I'm alright with that. Alright, I got you the Dragonstone.
That is where your job ends.
Alright, so if the Jarl is running upstairs right now. So the last thing I'm going to teach you guys how to do is alchemy and enchanting. We'll do the alchemy first. It's the easiest.
You need to come at once.
So when it pulls it up, all it's going to do is take stock of everything that you have, and if you have two things that have the same, you know how earlier there was the four.
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to
the
attack
4 effects. I have 3 ingredients that share the damage stamina effect, so you have got to do at least 2 of them. So we'll do 1 bone meal, 1 spider egg, and if it wants to, you can throw a 3rd one in there, which we will, and then push X, and it'll craft that. So by mixing all these together, we discovered that some of these ingredients, because they have 3 other ones that we don't know, but since we matched 2 of them, the game's going to reveal to us permanently what some of those other ones are. So we just made a weird mix of... We'll do one that one there. So we just made a potion that is a weird mix of poison and potion effects, which happens sometimes if you mix random ingredients together. So this thing would decrease your magic regen 100%, so it shuts down your magic regen for 22 seconds, but your conjuration spells would last longer, and it would also drain your stamina. So it's not super beneficial, but look at the value on that thing. For a nonsense potion, that thing sells for like almost 300 bucks. And so while it's not very effective at anything, it is a good way to make some money if you start mixing some effects together. Yeah, so that one's easier to understand. Grab ingredients, find ones that do the same thing, make potions out of them, bada boom, bada bing. This one. So, if you want to enchant an item, first you gotta pick the item, our bow. An enchantment. Oh shit, we don't know any enchantments. Oh shit, we don't have any soul gems. So what you gotta do first is find an item that that we don't use, like this one. This one has a frost enchantment on it. What we do to learn this frost enchantment, we have to destroy this item and like absorb the essence of the enchantment off of it. So boom. So we just learned how to make frost items. So we can make items like weapons that now deal frost damage if we enchant them. Unfortunately, we don't have a soul gem, but when we do, we can make make our weapons like our sword and our bow deal extra frost damage on hit. Same thing with this archery. Now this one's going to be a little different because that one will be a percentage increase based on our we enchant our armor and it will deal extra damage with our arrows, 15%. We don't use our arrows that much. And then these do. No, we do use all the time our health. And so this one would be a really good one to disenchant. However, I don't want to lose... We do have steel armor that Homeboy gave us. Right? So we could wear that and then not have this. But then 40 more health is a lot. And so the perfect thing would be to wear the steel armor and then put a health enchantment on it. But since we don't have any soul gems, it is what it is. Yeah. So that's a very basic rundown of what those do. And yeah, that is just about perfect timing for me. And so, yeah, everyone, very basic beginner's guide. Very step-by-step for y'all. I hope that helped out a little bit for y'all. But tell you what, if you guys ever have any questions, comments, concerns, need some clarifications, have a bone to pick with me about something, like, I guarantee I was wrong at least about one thing somewhere inside this video, I don't mind. Like, everybody gets something wrong sometimes. So yeah, if you, like I said, if you watched me on the YouTube, I'm on Twitch. If you get out of here, watch me on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, and then if you guys really like this and wanted one where maybe it shows different things, or maybe an archer build, a mage build, please let me know. Like, I enjoy doing this a lot. I used to be, I like an instructor, not a teacher, but like working with elementary schools and stuff too. Like, I don't mind explaining stuff to people, teaching them new things. So yeah, there's my rant. Hope you all have a good weekend, and I will catch y'all next time. Of course, we gotta say it. Y'all take care.